Mabiza katina kawa na Muhamuvi paka Kurwani ni lead farmer mwasikwata saluna sawa Drenew fani bulela mwa simu ya luna yo limile na demo plot ye lilimile kifeza kuilima luchezi kifeza kuchala luselaezi kuselaela manefaso lukutula so conservation ye ilutusahu ngelu na baba inzi kwanu kukweza kulikuna ni mezi lwaselaela alufeza kuselaela lwataulela.
My name's Akawana Muhamuvi of Kakurwani area. I am a lead farmer for Wild Drenew Agriculture Conservation. The importance of agriculture conservation is even when we have long dry spell, the crops doesn't dry, and also soil doesn't lose moisture easily.
Aile mubu aomi kaubebe mubu wasiala mukamu wake.
Mwandi is a small town situated alongside the Zambezi River in the western province of Zambia, in the region of Baroseland, 150 kilometers west of Livingstone and 70 kilometers east of Sesheke town and Katima Mulilo. Known for its fishing activities and spectacular culture, the district has a population of 40,418. The district is struggling under the burden of poverty, high unemployment, frequent drought, and the pandemic spread of HIV and AIDS are all barriers to prosperity. The large focus of Wild Drenew and the United Church of Zambia, with support from Canadian Food Grain Bank, is working to improve agricultural and health skills to those that struggle to grow enough food to feed themselves and find basic access to health care.
Since 2015, the United Church of Zambia and Wild Drenew have been working hand in hand to support the communities of Mwandi district. Initially, our efforts were focused on providing relief food to those in need. However, in 2022, we decided to shift gears and adopt a more sustainable approach, building capacity within the community members with a specific focus on conservation agriculture. District Agriculture Field Day serves as a pivotal platform to showcase the outcomes of our collective efforts. It is an occasion where farmers, agricultural experts, and stakeholders come together to exchange knowledge, strategies, and experiences. This event represents a significant milestone in our journey towards empowering the community to take charge of their own agricultural practices and enhance food security. The Field Day offers an opportunity for farmers to display their exemplary achievements in implementing conservation agriculture techniques, from soil and water conservation methods to agroforest initiatives. Our farmers have embraced these practices, contributing not only to their own welfare but also to the sustainable development of the entire community. Moreover, this event provides a platform for learning and capacity building. Although workshops and interactive sessions, farmers gain insights into the latest advancement in agricultural practices and technologies. By sharing success stories, challenges, and solutions, as the church, in partnership with the Wild Drenew, we promote a culture of continuous learning, fostering innovation and resilience within the farming community. I would like to express my profound appreciation to the Canadian Food Grain Bank for their generous support in funding this project. Their commitment to elevating food insecurity and promoting sustainable agriculture that has made all of us of this possible.
World Renew has been working in Zambia since 1990, coming alongside some of the country's most vulnerable communities, supporting them with local initiatives in community, health, agriculture, livelihood training and drought response. 2024 Field Day is one of those initiatives. It started with trainings of lead farmers, agriculture extension officers, with principles of smart agriculture and promoting green manure cover crops. Mutemwa Mutemwa is the agricultural crop officer from Mwani district and the beneficiaries of the CF training.
My name is Mutemwa Mutemwa, the camp officer for Adon's Agricultural Camp. I'm one of the beneficiaries, one of the officers that were attending the training on green manure cover crops, which was conducted by World Renew. In this training, personally, I've liked it, I've enjoyed it, I've learned a lot, because initially when you talk of green manure cover crops, what always was in our minds was that these are crops that are grown and that should be incorporated into the soil, thereby improving the soil fertility. But in this training, we've learned something new, that these are crops that are grown, but now not to be incorporated into the soil, but that are grown as cover crops. That will, one, protect the soil. That will also, apart from protecting the soil there, the soil structure will be improved, and also they will also improve the soil fertility. Again, among these green manure cover crops, we've learned that some cover crops like velvet beans, we've learned that this is actually the best nitrogen fixer of all the green manuring cover crops. That this training again, we've been taught how we can use extension to facilitate adoption, so that at the end of it all, the technologies that should help farmers improve productivity, at the end of everything, we should ensure that these technologies, they are adopted by our farmers. Because in our meeting, it was discovered again why farmers do not promote the technologies that we promote. And among the reasons that we discovered is that even some of us, like extension officers, you realize that we lack some specialized training in these specific technologies. Again, we find that some of the technologies that we promote to our farmers, some, they don't seem to speak much to their field needs. So it is also our responsibilities as officers that in as much as we want to promote these technologies, we have to make sure that we program them in such a way that they should address the field need of our farmers. Basically, from this training, I've learned a lot, and what I've shared so far is what I've gotten from this training.
My name is Lillian Sheke, and I serve as the Agriculture and Livelihoods Technical Advisor for Canadian Food Grains Bank, supporting partners in Southern Africa. So, United Church of Zambia is one of our partners through World Renew. During this training, we're supporting them in terms of green manure cover crops. So the whole point why we are advocating for green manure cover crops is due to the challenges that we are experiencing, particularly when it comes to land degradation, particularly when it comes to trying to improve soil fertility, and also how then we respond to the issues of climate change. So one of the technologies that we are promoting is actually conservation agriculture. But like any other technologies, it's not without its other challenges when it comes to adoption. And one of the realization is that as much as we are promoting conservation agriculture, one of the shortcomings actually that of dry mulch. So how then do we deal with the issue of dry mulch? How do we deal with the issue of trying to improve soil fertility, which is a complementary practice to conservation agriculture, when farmers do not have adequate fertilizer? So the solution really, or one of the solutions, is actually trying to work with green manure cover crops, which are crops that not only provide soil cover, which is one of the important principles of conservation agriculture, maintaining soil cover, but also helps in terms of actually adding soil fertility to the soil. So this is the training that we're covering, and we covered different aspects. What are green manure cover crops? Why are they important? How can you try to select green manure cover crops that are relevant for your area? How do you go about doing that? And lastly, we're also looking at how do you promote green manure cover crops? What are the things you need to be doing to ensure acceptance and uptake by farmers? So in a nutshell, that is what the training was all about. And it is my hope that after this training, we've equipped the participants enough to be able to start to think about experimenting with green manure cover crops, finding those crops that work for one.
The project has achieved food security through inclusive, sustainable, and diversified agricultural production in conservation agricultural techniques, improved crop yields, and promoting drought-tolerant varieties with farmers and supply chain players.
As a lead farmer here in Kakuruan, I've got 20 followers, 10 women's, 10 men's. So it's also been trained how to practice this type of farming. We've been taught how to make basins, how to reap. We've been taught how to apply fertilizer, how to apply manure. We've been taught how to mulch, to cover the land. We've been told how to rotate the crop, how to plant, in short. So those people which are 20, they have got this knowledge from me. And them, they are not there seated relaxing that side. They are teaching others. Yes, they are telling others how to practice this type of farming. And the advantage of it, I think this year we are expecting a lot to do this type of farming.
So we learned a number of strategies or extension methods that we can use to make sure that as far as this green manure cover crops or conservation agriculture is concerned, it should be adopted. So today we concluded our training, and so we again from here we go in the field to train the farmers out there so that they also benefit from this GMCC, since the whole information is about is theirs, so to say.
Mwandi District Second Agriculture Field Day, graced by the District Commissioner, was a momentous occasion organized by the United Church of Zambia, UCZ, in conjunction with the CFGB project and support from World Renew, presented an opportunity to probe into a vital topic that is affecting the community. Moffat Changamka is the CFGB project coordinator for Mwandi District.
So today we are in Kakuruan community, one of the communities in Mwandi District. So today we are here at Kakuruan visiting one of our lead farmers who is hosting us on this district agriculture field day. So as you may be aware, this CFGB project it's scheduled to run for 5 years, from 2022 all through to the year 2026. So this one being our third year, entailing that this is our second District Agriculture Field Day. Last year we had one at Simungoma community, and today we're in Kakulwan community, where we're being hosted by Mr. Kawana, one of our lead farmers. So in terms of the development or the uniqueness about this District Agriculture Field Day, we've seen how much information which is being given to the communities of our lead farmers or our followers who are trying to champion the aspect of conservation agriculture. We've seen a new concept which we just taught them at the end, somewhere in November, the end of last year, which is the concept of conservation agriculture plus or CA plus. So this is a concept where it's building on the three principles of conservation agriculture, which are minimum tillage, soil cover, and crop rotation. So that aspect of CA plus comes in, where we're promoting the aspect of green manure cover crops or GMCC, which we've taught to our volunteers or our lead farmers.
Efforts as a church to ensure that we combat poverty and bring about food which is for everyone. We want to send this message to all of our farmers that let's all switch to this smart kind of farming, the conservation kind of farming, so that we all may be able to have food to eat. So it's just an encouragement that let this message spread all over.
The Canadian Food Grain Bank, CFGB, is a 5-year integrated project which is a follow-up to food assistance project carried out by the United Church of Zambia, UCZ, and World Renew over the past years to increase food security in the district.
Try to empathize on the theme that smart agriculture or CA is the way to go. A week before, I had an opportunity to visit farmers in the southern part of Mwandi, Adonse, Mawumbu, and part of Magumwi. What I saw there is something that I cannot explain, and I knew Mwandi was going to go hungry because all the fields that we went to were dry, and I was wondering whether these people are practicing the CA, conservation agriculture. But what I've seen today gives me hope that we can have food in Mwandi. And I want to urge our friends, Dako, please, let's visit our farmers so that we all go smart agriculture or CA. Maybe we have a few grains to eat. Maybe we have food to put on our tables. Vasmalaha, we are grateful, please. World Renew, can you expand? Mwandi is becoming another desert without food. But with your help, please, we shall go a long way, at least to put food on our tables. I also want to borrow the words that were sounded by my son. When you walk into a village and you find it is quiet, even the dogs are not barking, then there's a problem. Mwahaya ukazibera kwa njari huhula, nibanana papatronje, waza kumwahaya mwakupota ukozwaniwe na ngoli bakunatire msoko anifamba. Without that, you know there's a problem. Conservation agriculture is the way to go, and in dry and wetland, so let's do it. In this rapid changing world, where climate change and environmental degradation pose daunting challenges to agricultural practices, the significance of conservation agriculture cannot be overstated. It stands as a beacon of hope, guiding us towards sustainable and resilient farming techniques. Conservation agriculture empowers us to maximize the potential of our lands where in the arid and wet conditions, while ensuring the preservation and optimal utilization of our precious resources. By integrating conservation and culture principles into our farming practices, we embrace a long-term perspective that seeks to safeguard our land for future generations. It is a collective commitment to nurturing and enhancing the health of our ecosystems, while simultaneously increasing agricultural productivity. Through the fundamental principles of minimal soil disturbance, permanent soil cover, and crop rotation, conservation agriculture has proven its efficacy in regenerating soils, conserving water, and mitigating greenhouse gas emissions. It equips us to adapt and flourish in both dry and wet lands, cultivating prosperity while safeguarding our environment. The United Church of Zambia, in partnership with the Canadian Food Grain Bank Project and World Renew, has taken bold and pioneering steps toward implementing conservation agriculture practices. Their relentless dedication and concerted efforts have yielded tangible results that have transformed the lives and livelihoods of countless farmers and communities. By prioritizing sustainable and equipping farmers with vital knowledge and skills, this collaboration has empowered individuals to surmount the challenges imposed by climate change without fostering agricultural resilience and food security. Today we gather to celebrate the achievements accomplished through this remarkable partnership. We must also recognize that our work is far from complete. We find ourselves at a juncture where the importance of conservation agriculture resonates more than ever. Our collective destiny rests in our hands. It is incumbent upon us to embrace this paradigm shift and inspire others to do the same. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the United Church of Zambia, the CFGB Project, and World Renew for their unwavering commitment in championing conservation agriculture. Your concerted efforts and unwavering spirit serve as an inspiration to all of us. I also would like to express my deepest appreciation to the farmers, Ministry of Agriculture, and stakeholders who have played an instrumental role in bringing us to where we stand today. Each one of you is an integral part of the progress we have achieved and will continue to make.
So we are here at the field day, district field day, where we are actually seeing what our farmers have done with the support of World Renew and the UCZ Church. We are very grateful to UCZ and also the World Renew who have come through to support us to teach our farmers on conservation agriculture. As Mwandi, we are in actually region 1, where our rainfall pattern is really very poor. So most times we receive less than 600 millimeters. So this year has been quite bad. We have had droughts, but then when our farmers practice conservation agriculture, like what we've witnessed here, you see that the harvest improves. The farmers also have something at least that they can use to feed on. So we just want to urge our farmers that they need to practice conservation agriculture because this is the way to go. As the theme for this district field day is conservation agriculture is the way to go, whether in the dry season or in the wet season. This year is actually a dry season and our farmers, a lot of our farmers have lost out. We've lost almost half of what we planted this season. But for these farmers who have practiced conservation agriculture, like these who have been supported by the World Renew, they are doing quite well and we expect a better harvest. And we want to thank them and also other partners that we are working with so that we increase our production and productivity in one district.
I'm here at the district field day at Kakulwan community. So here we've come to witness what the lead farmer has achieved according to how he was trained by the project. So as you can see here, he has practiced conservation agriculture accordingly. There is an aspect of ground cover. He did the ripping. I mean, he did make planting basins, and then later on also he planted some cover crops like the cowpeas, if you can see. So there are a lot of things that he integrated in this field that has made him achieve what he has achieved, as you can see.
Kambe kuli nilimire kukutuna luli kame nalekisa niwe kulekisa. Kono chale ne limire felaka 50 by 50. Chale kwa nakunde bwana conservation agriculture. Niza encourage babamu kuli basike basiela fa. Kambe nibona next kambe bachala. Bafeza kuchala nibona at least onayo yabakafumana kiengata bacha. Simu ye kwa mondo leza field day la 16 February. Field day de trovana mo. Chale fa surufita kama fezo ayo nalwa kutula. Kuzafa kuchala lutidu inzi niyo naliva balezi kutofita mwana kwe chwana chwale ni tume.
After practicing conservation agriculture, my yield has improved despite the drought. I managed to harvest maize that will take me up to December. I therefore encourage other farmers to join me in conservation agriculture.
Nambonyi bakinsamuli melona wale kwa conservation agriculture.
The project began with community sensitization, and later the government through extension officers helped in identifying the 35 lead farmers, whose each has 20 follower farmers, totaling to 700 follower farmers. Both lead farmers and follower farmers have been trained in conservation agriculture plus and green manure cover crops. In general, the 2024 Agriculture Field Day was a remarkable event where farmers, World Renew, UCZ and the community in Mwandi district had the opportunity to share knowledge, skills and experience to strengthen production and productivity in the district.